Well, how do you do, everybody? Welcome to the regional championship game between the new Trier Trevians and Niles West. Olin leads it off, takes a pitch low, a ball. The Kedge on the mound. And weather has certainly played a factor this spring in baseball. There's a strike. And the count evens up at 1-1. Ground ball. Picked up and throw over to first for the out. One up, one down. Fade to Light for the out. One out. Here's Coletta. It's a bit low ball. And outside for the ball. Well, there's been a lot of talk about drafts and all that sort of thing all during the year. But you know what? Still about baseball. Light with the unassisted put out for out number one. Out number two, rather. 2 out, nobody on. And a high pop-up foul and out of play. Down the right field line. You always expect the best of everybody, but the reality is you still play the baseball games, and I don't care. In reality, I don't care. You know, just do the best you can. That's a ball. It's not about drafts and not about college scouting. It's not about any of that stuff. It's about high school baseball. Do the best you can. Foul ball back to the screen. Kevin Ross, the batter. Junior with Niles West. And fouled off down the left field line, out of play. The Kedge gets the sign from Chris Hall. And the delivery. And strike three. And that be it for the first inning. 3 up, 3 down. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. For the Niles West Wolves going to the bottom half of the first inning. No score. Charlie Tilson leads it off. And Tilson ground ball. Shortstop over to first in time. One away. Here's Eddie Fay. And a ball a little outside. Ball one. Top half of the first inning. Kenny Blanchard on the mound for the Wolves. Strike. And a line shot. That's going to go for a base hit up against the fence. And Fay on his way to second will make it easily with a stand-up double. Here's Josh Perlmutter. Eric West on deck. Yeah, strike on the outside corner, strike one. Here's Josh Perlmutter. Throw back to second. And Fay back in time. That's a ball. Yeah, it drops in, but drops in high, a ball. They're going to miss. Strike. Perlmutter, number 3 in the Trevians betting order. Third meeting of the season between the two teams. Trier won the first 2, but of course that wasn't playoffs, so it didn't really matter. There's a base hit to left, and fail stop at third. Runners at the corners. And here is Eric West. And West fouls one off. Off to the right. Strike 1. On to first. Perlmutter back. Blanchard delivers. And there's a long fly ball. Look out. Back she goes. Back and out of here. A home run. Eric West pops one out of here. And the Trevians take a quick 3-0 lead. All ball back by Campbell Light. Pitch outside the ball. So the Trevians take a quick 3-0 lead here. This is the last regional game to be played. Weather conditions being what they are. Ground ball. Second baseman has it. Over to first for the out. So the Trevians know they, or whoever wins this game really, knows they will play Leiden. Pitch outside the ball. Here's Kevin Samuelson. Pitches high a ball. Bottom of the first. Pitches a ball. Niles West, Kenny Blanchard, the pitcher, has I saw him pitch against Niles West, and he ended up, you can see that he's got an ace bandage on his ankle. He looked pretty sore there at the end of the game against Maine West. There's a line shot, and that's going to be a base hit up against the fence. Samuelson on his way to second, makes it with the double. There's Sam Thomas. There's a strike on the inside corner, strike 1. Trevians 3 runs on 4 hits here. Ground ball, shortstop has it. Over to first. Scooped out of the ground, and that be it for the first inning. But the Trevians lead at 3-0 at the end of 1, and we'll be back with more here on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Top of the second inning. Blanchard leads it off. Kenny Blanchard. High fly ball. Shallow. Oh, no. Close, but no cigar. And Blanchard aboard with the single. Here's Megger. Nice attempt by Josh Perlmutter. Just couldn't hold it and roll around out there. Pitcher's low ball. Ball 1. Top of the second inning. Boy, the weather certainly played a factor this year. Foul ball. Runner first, runner back. It's just been a rotten spring, weather-wise. Ball back to the screen. Ball outside. I don't know what it is. You know, each spring, seniors, it seems that there's a high pop-up. Yeah, shortstop, Sam Thomas calls it, takes it for the out. Stojanov takes a pitch low ball. Yeah, it seems that seniors and then the weather, the whole concept seems to get lost a little bit on seniors. There goes a runner, and they got him. Well, thank you. It didn't look like they really did, but it is what the ump says it is. 2 out, nobody gone. Going outside the ball. You know, when you get to the senior year, and I've said this a lot of times on my broadcast, you know, there's so many distractions that go on. And it just seems like seniors, unless they're really focused, have real difficulty. Ball 4. They have a real difficulty in completing things. So runner at first. Athanasu, the batter, and the ball gets away. Off to second goes the runner. The catch on the mound. High and outside the ball. And sometimes, you know, seniors, when they suddenly get a little further along in the playoffs, their eyes sort of light up. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. There's a base hit to right. And the runner coming home. Makes it with the run. And it's 3-1. There's Markov. 2 out. Making 1 out. No, I'm right. 2 out. 2 out. They found a Sue at first. They're going to miss. Strike. Markov the batter. And ground ball. Flip to second for the out. And the inning. Ball 1 run across. And at the end of an inning and a half, it's 3-1 in favor of the Trevians in the regional championship game here at New Trier. Here's Chris Hall to lead it off. And he's hit by the pitch. And he's aboard. And here's Christian Carr. Yeah, that's a ball. Runner hold. Boy, yeah. This time of year, it's always nice to run into players. There's a sacrifice. Throw to first in time. on the bunt. But on the play, over to second goes Hall, which is actually Sam Scherer. Here's Charlie Tilson. Tilson shortens the bunt, kicks outside the ball. Bottom of the second inning. Again, show the bunt. Off the runner goes. And to third goes Scherer. Going outside the ball. Yeah, usually there's a strike. Usually about Memorial Day weekend, which is sort of close to where we're playing here today. All of a sudden the weather changes. We get to the summer weather. There's a strike. And scooped that. Little single to the left. And that'll score Scherer. And Charlie Tilson aboard at first. Here's Eddie Fay. Tilson with the lead. Throw to first, runner back. Second inning. And Fay hit by the pitch. And aboard. And here is Josh Perlmutter. Tilson with the lead. Throw back over there. And they said they got him. Oh, I don't believe that one. Tilson picked off second. Line shot. Perlmutter with the single. So two aboard. And here's Eric West. West Pup went out of here last inning. Yeah, and a windshield whacker. And a ground ball. Second baseman over to the shortstop covering. Fielder's choice ends the inning. But the Trevians pick up another run and lead it 4-1 at the end of two. We'll be back with more. Third inning. Nick Hedge on the mound. For the Trevians, the pitch on the way. Fouled off. Strike three. And that be one away. So one away. Nobody on. And a little base hit back up the middle. Single runner aboard. Here's Coletta. And he fouls one off to the left. Strike one. They lock and load. Swing a ground ball. Fay looked to second, but throws to first for the out. Two down. On the play, Olin over to second. Here's Ross. Shave and haircut, 2 bits. Well, it's fairly very highly regarded junior. Pitch on the way and fall back. And a fly ball. Charlie Tilson over and hands it for the out to end the inning. So we go to the bottom half of the third. Trevians leading 4-1. And Campbell Light will lead it off here in the bottom of the third. Takes a strike, strike one. Light, Samuelson, and Thomas due up. Blowing away a ball. And ball two. And the count's gone blackjack. Campbell White. None of the Trevian records are in any immediate danger of being broken this year. Fly ball to center for the out, one out. Here's coming Samuelson. Home runs record is 11. And about 7 or 8 by Eric West. There's a single by Samuelson. And here's Sam Thomas. Stolen bases, all-time records 43, I believe, by Peter Harper in the 99 season. Although Charlie Tilson's going to end up second, probably, to break the number 2 spot by Matt Waddick in that category. All runs, records 11. Hits, well short. Leading hitter for the Trevians is Charlie Tilson, and he's going to finish probably about half the number as Sam Thomas gets hit. 2 on. All-time record 63 by Matt Loddick his junior year. Dusty Napoleon, Charlie, Chris Lashmet also up there in the numbers. Outside the ball. Here's Hall, 2 on. 1 out. There's a strike. I don't like to go by those numbers. It's just something to talk about. Each player you take in their own individual time and place. Pitches low ball. Just kind of historical significance for whatever it's worth. And that's going to drop in for the base hit. That's going to load the bases for the Trevians. Sam Sherry, runner at first for Chris Hall. And here's Christian Carr. Chance to bust this game open for the Trevians. And a ground ball. Shortstop. Throws a second. No, everybody's safe. And then it's thrown away, and that's going to score a run. Well, the second baseman threw to the shortstop and pulled the runner off the bag, the fielder off the bag. The runner's at the corners. And another run in, and here is Charlie Tilson. Outside the ball, ball one. And foul ball. Down in the corner, out in the street, Billy in the ball. There goes the butt. Falls one off. Runners at the corners. Trevians now leading 5-1. And a ground ball. Third baseman has it. Over to first. They say they got him. Throw over to third. Not in time. Another run home. Eddie Fay. Strike one. So Fay bats. Yeah, low and inside the ball. Metro Chicago Sports Network, glad to have you with us. Baseball action. Trevians leading 6-1. There's a strike. And a line shot foul down the right field line. Count holds. Ground ball, fair ball, right past the third baseman. That's going to score another run. And Fay holds up at first with the single. Fourth run of the inning. There's Perlmutter. And it is 8-1. High pop up. Down the line, foul, and left fielder hands it for the out. Yeah, the inning. At the end of three, it's 8-1 in favor of the Trevians. We'll be back with more on the Metro Chicago Sports Network right after this. Fourth inning. And it's been all Trevians. Ground ball. Pick up by Thomas. Over to Light for the out. One up, one down. And Megger. Yeah, takes a pitch outside for a ball. Ball one. And Hedge delivers outside for a ball. 2-0. And a fly ball. And right at Charlie Tilson. We're playing over towards right center. 2 up, 2 down. Is Stojanov. Takes a pitch low for a ball. Ball one. He walked and scored the only run for the Wolves back in the second inning. Batting here in the top of the fourth. High bounder, foul ball. Yeah, foul back to the screen. Ground ball, high bounder. Pick up by Fay. Over to first, and a quick 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors over the left for the Wolves. In the top of the fourth, halfway home in the ball game, and the Trevians leading it by a big score here of 8-1. Here's Eric West to lead it off. There's the pitch high and outside for a ball. Ball one. West, Leip, and Samuelson due up. Outside the ball. New pitcher on the mound. Pitch high a ball. They lock and load. Inside the ball. Bottom of the fourth inning. Baseball on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. And ball four. So West aboard. Here's Campbell Leip. There's a strike, strike one. And low ball. Yeah, the count is up at 1-1. To Leip. There goes the runner. Foul ball back. Hello, everybody. Some of the crowd here today at Duke Childs Field. And a fly ball. That's going to be a shot back up to the fence. Ground roll double through the hole out there in Deadaway Center. And runners at second and third. There's Kevin Samuelson. And wow. Foul ball. Well out of here, but foul. Got around a little early on that one. Yellow ground ball. Throw home. They got the runner at home. On the fielder's choice. So West is out, 2 on. Here's Thomas. Runners at the corners for the Trevians. That's all ball, ball one. Well, baseball and more baseball. So I got to make it straight. Runners at the corners. Pitches low ball. The regional championship game at New Trier. Last game one way or the other in the high school season here at New Trier. Sam Thomas, the batter. And a strike. Looks like that one might have been a little bit high, but okay. Foul back to the screen. And ball four. So the bases all be loaded here is Chris Hall. White at third, Samuelson at second, Thomas at first. Chris Hall the batter. And fall back. Another broken window here in the parking lot. And yet another one. Down the line. And Hall hit by the pitch, and that brings home a run. Niles West coach complaining that he stuck his elbow out for that one, but here's Christian Carr. Bases remain loaded. Low and outside, a ball one. Low and away a ball. And strike. Strike one. Bottom of the fourth inning. And a base hit. That's going to score two. And runners at first and second. And here's Charlie Tilson. Three runs in here in the inning. And Tilson, first pitch hitting, fly balls. Great catch by the center fielder out there. And the runners will have to hold. Here's Eddie Fay. Strike one. Eddie Fay, bottom of the fourth inning. And a high ball. Yeah, kind of a slow ball game to get. Fly ball. And center fielder heads up for the out at the end of the inning. And the end of four. It's 11-1 in favor of the Trevians. And we'll be back with more here on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Top of the fifth inning. And it's been all new Trier here in this ball game. And Thanasu leads it off. And right out in front, throw to first, and that knee went away. Markoff, the batter. Swing and a miss, strike. So Markoff bats. One out, nobody on. Fifth inning, swing and a miss, strike. Hedge delivers. A little bit outside the ball. Time called. Batter stepped out. Now we're set. Whoa! Everybody thought that was a strike except the umpire. Yeah, strike three. And 2 down. The two-way, nobody on. All the Trevians thing to do is get the third out here. And the regional's over. There's a strike one. 11-1 in favor of the Trevians. Line shot, that's a base hit. So runner aboard at first. There's Olin. Fourth hit of the ball game for the Wolves of Niles West. Strike one. And one of the things about spring is that everybody plays in relatively the same deal here because you're playing for your high school, but then you get to the summer and it sort of all changes up because everybody plays in all sorts of different places. And that sort of changes things up a little bit. Strike. Go to second. Whoops. Somebody forgot to cover the base. And over to third. Stolen base. So runner at third. Olin the batter. Outside the ball. And a high bounder. Bare hand pickup, not in time, and the run home to score, and we'll play on. It's 11-2. So 9-run lead for the Trevians. Here's Coletta, and he sends a high pop-up. And nice grab by Thomas to end the inning. So we go to the bottom half of the fifth, rather. And it's 11-2. Perlmutter leads it off. Takes a pitch high and tight for a ball. Ball one. And a line shot back up the middle, base hit. So Perlmutter aboard. And here's Eric West. Ground ball, shortstop. Steps on the bag, over to first, and double play. So quickly 2 out. And here's Campbell Light. Hot shot foul. Yeah, another one fouled off. Outside the ball. 2 out, nobody on. Bottom of the fifth inning. New Trier leading at 11-2. The regional championship at New Trier. Pitch outside the ball. And strike three. So we go to the sixth. It's 11-2 in favor of the Trevians, and we'll be back with more here on the Metro Chicago Sports Network. Top of the sixth inning. Ross leads it off. And a line shot. That's going to be a pass the left fielder out there. Back to the warning track, and Ross on his way to second will make the double to lead off the inning. Here's Kenny Blanchard. And he hits a ground ball. Throw to first in time. And Ross will stay at second. Here's Megger. Yeah, 55-footer, ball one. Perlmutter hanging along that foul line in right field. Yeah, fly ball out that way. And over in time. And tagging and going over to third is Ross. So with two out, is Stojanov. Takes a pitch outside of ball one. Stojanov the batter. He walked in, scored a run back in the second. Grounded out in the fourth, batting here in the sixth. Trevians have Samuelson, Thomas, and Hall scheduled to bat. And a base hit single. Scored another run. It's 11-3. There's a strike. Strike one. Outfield playing pretty much straight away. Tilson shaded slightly to right. There's a strike. Thanasu, the batter. Two out, runner at first. Trevians 11 runs, 12 hits, no errors. Niles West 3 runs, 7 hits, and 1 error. And that be it for the top of the sixth inning. We go to the bottom half of the sixth. And the Trevians with the big lead. Here's Samuelson. Trevians need to score 2 here to finish this one off. And a base hit. The shortstop, third baseman touched that one, but there's a hot shot. And everybody going to be safe. Pitcher nearly got decapitated by that shot back up the middle by Sam Thomas. So 2 out. And here's Blanchard batting for Hall. Hall was hit twice. Hit batter and a single. So officially 1 for 1 at the plate. Outside of ball. Boy, getting scary. Tommy's brother, JB, going to be a senior in college. Ran into him the other day. Remember him as a freshman in high school 7 years ago. Outside of ball. I'll say this, the JB and Tommy look alike. Out of delivery. Foul ball line of play. The other one fouled off. I know a couple of the brothers that we've had in the last couple of years, they kind of look alike. I think Chris Hall looks a lot like his brother James, who just graduated. Line shot right at the shortstop for the out. Here's Christian Carr. I don't think anybody will ever match the Spellman brothers. Boy, they all looked alike. There's a strike. John and Ryan and Steven. There's a strike. I'm just showing my age. Remember those guys. You know, some of you watching the broadcast, you have no idea who I'm talking about. That's the Harry Carey, Jack Brickhouse School of Broadcasting. Outside of ball, the Christian Carr. And now I'm beginning. Now I understand. Over those years when Jack Brickhouse and Harry Carey were talking, the child ball. They talk about. That was a great play, but I remember back in 1971, 70, and I had no idea what they were talking about. Now I understand. After all these years, now I understand. 2 out, the pitch on the way, line shot back up the middle. That's going to be a base hit. That will score at least one. And here's Charlie Tilson. There's a strike one to Charlie. Charlie 1 for 4 on the day. Third baseman pulled in on the edge of the infield grass. And a balk. And that moves 2 into scoring position. Trevians need only one more run to finish this ball game off. And now the intentional walk to Tilson. And that loads the bases up. Here's Eddie Fay. Now the bases loaded, infield pulled in looking for a play at the plate. 1 out. And the game-ending run at third. And that gets through the catcher, and that'll do it. Runner home to score, and the Trevians win the regional. We'll be back in just a moment to wrap this one up. So the Trevians are regional champions, winning this one by the score of 13-3 in 6 innings. The final word on this ball game for the Trevians: 13 runs, 15 hits, no errors. They were struck out just 1 time and walked 3, 8 left on base. For Niles West, 3 runs, 7 hits, 1 errors. They were struck out 4 times, walked 1, and 4 left on base. And that'll do it for us. And the new Trier home field comes to an end in the high school season for all of us. Hope you enjoyed this broadcast. Stick around for more baseball action here on the network. And for all of us, we say as always,